Do, 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 do. All right. G'day, guys. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to be on at 3, I promised, and I failed. But I'm here at 5:30. Close second. Hello, Tin G. How we doing? Hope you're well. Right. Where we left off. We're now back on the horse picture. Yo, I am fantastic. Jaden, hello. Paul, welcome back. Hope everyone's doing all right. I know I made big promises about getting here earlier, and it turned out to be lies, but I made it right, so we're doing better than my usual tell you I'll be on later on in Ghost You trick. Now, this is an exciting session because I'm going to try and hopefully finish this one off. But who knows? Jaden, you're an absolute champion. Stingray, you know me, eh? I mean, I've heard of stingrays, but hello, Pink Prospector, welcome back. I was actually secretly hoping I'd see you again, even though you did a huge stint in this morning's session. Jaden, I wish I could do you a turtle, and one day I will do you a turtle. I promise you that. Now, what I do need, guys, is I do need a... Let me just see. Right. For anyone who was here for the morning session, I did a post on Instagram about it. We got most of the way through Robert the Runner, which was really fun. Of course I like country music, don't be silly. Robert the Runner. And now, we're going to try and finish off these so-called majestic horses. Now, oh, thank you, Stingray, appreciate that. And Kissa, hello. Let me see here. I'm gonna need to get Here we go. I knew there'd be one. Attach it. There we go. Look at that. One last paint palette. What a thrill. Hello, Holdings. Should I say Holdings? I'm going to say Holdings. I think that's oil paint on that. That's alright. But that's alright. I'll just put some tape on the bottom of it, and that'll sort out the oils. Thanks, Yuka. Pink's your favourite colour? I could have guessed that. We're not far different there, Pink, because my favourite colour is magenta. Well, to paint it at the moment anyway. We've got some really good magenta colours, so I've been having a lot of fun with magenta. There we go. Oil on the back of the palette, so that's going to stop that from getting on my hands. I'm going to wipe it off my fingers. There we go. Drop some buttons. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Michael. You know, yo no hablo español. Lo siento. Hello from California. Of course I'm having a good day. Of course. I'm just glad to be back in the studio, back with this painting. Let's see if we can't bring it to a spot. I'm going to add some saturated colours to it. Let's see where it takes us. Thanks. Oh, prosecutor. I thought it was prospector. I just read that for the first time in the correct way. Solara, you're amazing. Thank you so much. And what time is it here? It's 5:30, and I have got to add Are we going to do really saturated colours? We're not. We're going to do our tans. Here we go. A little bit of that. A little bit of yellow. A teeny bit of yellow. I'll show you what colours we're using before I start chucking them on, guys, so you won't miss out. Your hair is already growing. Yeah. It should be growing back. It's all natural. Grow it myself. Great. Oh, thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Now, the one other thing that we're going to grab is a little bit of black and a little bit of white, because we're not just going to add the colours on raw, saturated. We're going to mix them just the tiniest little bit of hiding. Here we go. Cool. These are the same tubes I was telling you about this morning. And these tubes, the paint, has just a little bit of gloss texture already mixed through it. Not a lot, just a little. Cool. Now, we're going to work with a small brush. This is the one. So it's a tiny little brush. It's the same size one we were working on with Robert the Runner this morning. But we're going to use it to add just the last little bits of detail into this. This doesn't need a big brush anymore. Just needs a little one. Next thing I need is a bunch of white paint, which I'm hiding. Let me just track that down, see? While we're here, we've got a little bit of orange. Why not? There we go. A little bit of grey. Do we need grey? Probably not, but we'll take some. Now just need to find, here we go, titanium white. We're going to grab a lot of whites in. Here we go. Right, thanks for your patience, guys. Here's our paint palette. Excuse the green tape underneath it. We've got all the colours we need. We've got a little paint palette, smaller paintbrush, and a coffee. Everything we could ever want. Now, in this painting here, we've got an abundance of texture, almost no negative space whatsoever. So what we're going to try and do now is add some more funky colours to the background, but really allow these trees in the background to pop out in a way that will mean that hopefully these lighter areas, a bit more negative space to them. But we'll see, who knows. So I've gone for actually, arguably for me, a bit of a boring paint palette, but who knows. Let's see what happens. Thank you very much, Jeremy. You're an absolute champion. Los Angeles, I've been there once. You've got good beaches in LA. Great museum, actually. You'd be like, you came all the way to LA and you went to the museum? Yes, I did. And I loved it. Every moment of it. Thanks, guys. Ho, welcome, Cobb. I'm being really spoiled today, guys. Cobb and Pink Prosecutor back in town. Jax Beecham, thank you for the roses. You're an absolute champion. I saw you 5 hours ago. Yes, you did. Yeah, so like I said, first off, after we finished that one, packed up, been in the gym, briefly, just to get some blood flow, warm up, live life. Haven't eaten, but don't worry, Shelby's going to be all over that. She's going to pick us up some dinner, so lucky boy. And then, yeah, back here to stream. So the shirts should be the same, but everything else has changed. Love the colours in this one. Yeah, This one's very intense, guys. There's a whole lot of energy to it. So to try and make it chill out a bit is, the technique to doing that now is I'm going to put a big, almost 20 centimeter thick, which is like, I don't know, what's that, 8-inch frame around the edges. So that big thick white frame will actually mean that no matter what room you put it in, it won't overdo it. It'll, you know, have like a balancing act of a frame that just makes the whole thing chill out. Yeah, that's where I'm at. If you do want to connect more, guys, a couple of ways to do it. Best way, go onto my bio. There's a link there to everything you could want. So that will sort you out. And I'm just going to use this, a little bit of white, a touch of orange through it, and try and add some highlights to these legs. That's a good stroke. That's what we're after. That was a good one, team. That's the good one. Thanks, guys. Part of the randomness of all the strokes in this painting, guys, will be that you will see things inside all these random little raw primal hits on the canvas. So that's fun. Down here with the foot. You see that highlights, those highlights just start to create a definition. Just start to really flesh out what's happening with those legs. That's the goal here. Well, it's colder now, 2.0, so we are here. It's abundant, it's good. And thank you very much to, is that? I just missed the name. I thought I saw Sanila, but I can't quite tell. Now, we've got to make sure we don't overdo it with highlights too, guys. The temptation is to really go nuts with something that stands out with a lot of contrast. We're going to resist, and we're just going to highlight the areas that we really want to make pop. We're always painting what we see, not what we want to see. So if it's not in the picture, we're not putting it on the canvas. Especially in the late stages, there's a temptation to paint what you want to see, and if you do that, your faces, your body parts, your ears, your eyes, your mouth, your nose, they're all going to start looking a little bit funny. So don't do that to yourself. Keep painting exactly what the picture shows you. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Now, here we go. Perfect. So add a little bit of orange through here. Perfect. Good. Let me just stand up. Highlights on those legs looking great. We need to flesh out this top corner here just a little bit more. It's not neglected, but it does want love. Here we go. Just through here like this. Perfect. And I'm very sorry, guys, if I'm missing anyone's comments, questions. Try to keep up as best I can, but I also want a tight schedule today, which is unlike me. I need to be back at the house just after 7. So we'll keep going till just after 7. And then I'll do a little bit of a pack up and I'll dash. Sid, it is short for something. Sebastian. I need just a little bit of red, guys. 1 second. This is it, red. this part down here, this forest floor, beautiful as it is, needs just a teeny bit of red mixed in with the white. There we go. We're up to like a hot salmon pink, which is not how you'd normally describe a forest floor, but you know what? That's what I'm seeing in the picture. So that's what we're doing. So we crouch down here for a moment, add it through here. There we go. And a little bit more through here. Dab it through here. There we go. Good, 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 good. A bit more needs to go in here actually. It's going to come through here like this. That here. Perfect. I appreciate that. And they call you View by the looks of it, which is fun. You just popped in to say hello. Oh, you're heading off to bed now. Fair enough. You've done a long stint, Cobb, and I appreciate you to no end. You know that. Thanks, Firefly. You're very intentional with the brush strokes. What has helped you with that, Aaron? Typically with the brush strokes, especially when you're doing impressionist style art or abstract art, American me, you're absolutely fantastic. I love you to bits. When you're doing impressionist art or abstract art, don't get tempted to go off on tangents and just put the paint wherever you see fit. You want to keep using the image as an anchor to keep bringing you back to what you should be seeing. So find a shape in here and replicate it here. You won't always do it perfectly. Don't ever just start adding paint because you think you should. Always build out from your anchor, which is the image. If this is your first time seeing this painting, guys, I hope towards the tail end of it you can make out two horses. If you can't, I'll try harder. And the other thing is, if you didn't hear, in the bio is a link to everything you could want. Paul, you're a champion. Can we see the full view? Am I in the way of it? Should I bring it more? Oh yeah, you're right. It's just out of canvas. There we go. Yeah, I'll put you back a little bit, guys. There we are. How's that? I think that's good. You make the painting look easy. Well, I think the most important thing, if you want to have an easy time painting, is to just enjoy it. Figure out ways to really get a kick out of what you're doing. Because once the pleasure in something becomes easy to you, the whole thing's going to start looking easy. Or not. It'll just be a random Kiwi spouting off on a TikTok. That's equally as likely. There we go. There we go. So, we're adding smaller bits of detail now, guys. Thanks, American Me. Appreciate you. Once I get a paint stand, I'll definitely be standing. Yeah, painting standing up's good. It keeps vitality in your brush strokes. I find when I sit down, and this isn't for everyone, this is just me personally, but I find when I sit down, I can get just a little bit lethargic. I like to keep energy in what I'm doing. So sometimes you can be standing for long sessions, but I feel like it's better that way. Give me a moment, guys. High risk here. I'm going to be back in just a second. I'm just going to refill this water bottle. All right. Cheers, guys. Right, so one thing we've done well here is there's a multitude of brush strokes. The one thing it's lacking on right now is a vibrancy and warmth in the horses. So we've got our oranges, our reds, and our whites, and we're just going to build out in these trees, not so much on the horses, but around them to try and create some more vibrancy in the picture. Yeah, see where that takes us. We're not going to shy away from tones at the moment either, guys. So I'm going to combine those oranges and those reds with just a little bit of grey. Here we go. So it's more like a concrete orange, if that's actually a thing. There we go. And we're certainly applying brush strokes like they might be the last ones that we apply. Because very soon, some of these strokes are going to be hola, mi amor. I learned what that meant this morning, which was pretty fun. Due to, I think, prosecutor, the resident Spanish translator. American me, you're an absolute champion. No, it hasn't. I disappeared this morning. So, yes, I was around all morning in the garden. Total tally by the end of the day, 5 mosquito bites. But now I'm back in the studio, and I don't think there's any mosquitoes here. So, that's good news. It's good news. Because I was acting tough and I was putting up with it. Cheers, guys. JEC, you're an absolute champion, and American me, love you to bits. I was acting cool at the time this morning, but those mosquito bites were so itchy. You have no idea. I was underneath, while I was painting Robert the Runner, I was seething. You might have seen me like scratching away like this a lot, but yeah. But I was really enjoying this painting session in the set, so I just kept going. But had Shelby been there, this is the niggly thing, had Shelby been there, she could have told me where the insect repellent was inside. Now, I snuck off like 2 or 3 times during the stream to try and find it. Failed miserably. Couldn't track it down, so anyway. I also posted the end result of Robert the Runner. It's not quite finished yet, but the result from that session on Instagram. So you can catch that if you go into the bio. There's a link there. That'll get everything you need. Can you make a Pisces sign? I'm not sure how to make a Pisces sign. Can you do that? I think a Pisces, correct me if I'm wrong, it's 2 fish. They're like a circular thing. So, I'm not sure how I would express that. But I'm excited about it. There we go. Light it up, light it up. Okay, we'll move the picture. And the reason I'm moving it is I want to give some attention to this top part here. This needs some love. And we're using just our tan colour up through here. There we go. I'm going to try and capture that forest canopy. Doesn't even look like a forest canopy. We want to grab the vibe of a forest canopy. What's the smallest painting I've ever done? That would be 16 by American Me. You are a champion. 16 by 20 inches, so that's about-ish the speed. But I typically like to work bigger for you guys, and the reason I like to work bigger is so you guys can actually see what's happening. And plus with a bigger canvas, because I like to stand back a bit more and paint with a full arm. And so this size here, which is about 36 by 48 inches, this is a good size to work on. The best size being 30 inches by 40 inches. Perfect. Is this painting commissioned? Yes. So this one here is going to a gentleman out in West Auckland. And this horse, this one's called Wilson. I forget the name of the one behind it. He owns both the horses. And he is an absolutely fantastic guy. And so it's a privilege to get to be here painting his horses, there's no doubt. So, I think I'm following. So with this one here, let me just check this one here. Still the same tactic, guys. We've got our reds, we've got our oranges, and we're mixing those into the tan colour for a, I was saying light salmon, I'd say pastel salmon now. Is that even a colour? It's like a tan version of a hot pink. And we're just using that, and it's an unorthodox colour to be adding into the trees. But like I say, I want more vibrancy in it. I want it to really pop with a bit of energy. So that's where I'm at. Here we go. And we're not going to be too aggressive with these remaining brush strokes, guys. We're going to add them in, but we're going to be really cautious not to lose all that hard work that we've built up in these abstract layers underneath. Let's have a look-see here. See the background. What's good about the background at the moment is there's so much energy in it that actually the negative space is being created by the horses. And that's because the horses, out of the entire wildness of this picture, are actually the two flattest parts of the whole picture. And I like that. I like the fact that the background has so much energy in it that it pulls away from the actual subjects. That's a good background. Sorry, JEC Hunter. But I'm glad to have you as a subscriber. And guys, if you have subscribed, please let me know what you'd like as a subscriber and what I can do, because I've got a couple of things. I need to fix the emojis, make them more fun and different. And I've been wondering what you guys would like to do and how you'd like to connect. Whether that's a Discord, whether that's, a whole bunch of different things we can do. But let me know. And if you haven't subscribed, then just know that I would love the support. You'd be an absolute champion. And if you just want to follow, you can do that here, or all the links are in the bio. All the links are in the bio. In the bio of TikTok. It's like a little link tree that goes to everywhere at once. Hey Seb, I'm here, but I'm doing dinner as well. Cheryl, it is an absolute honour to have you here, as it always is. And what's for dinner, by the way? I'm excited to know. I don't know what I'm getting for dinner. I was supposed to pick it up, and I did a deal with Shelby where I said, hey, how about you pick it up and I'll trade you a back rub. So hey, did you finish the painting of the runner? Paul, it's not finished yet, so it's looking really good though. I'm liking its abstract sort of form, but it does need Needs one more coat. Needs one more coat. We'll see where it goes. The fact that it's it's dinner time in a few places. Like I was saying earlier, guys, I love it how some people are waking up, some people are off to sleep. Everyone's at a different stage of their day. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all here. So keep working on these horses. Keep building it up. Stroke by stroke. There we go. And just a little bit of this colour into the horse, just in a few places. It's just got so much vibrancy to it. It's gonna make, you just know it's gonna make the horse pop. There we go. There we go. Just through there a little bit. Perfect. And a little bit up through here. That one wasn't so good, but we'll tolerate. Didn't know what happened. I'm not following JC, but I hope it was a good thing. It's kids' choice, so pizza, chicken tenders, and hot chips. You're the best. That's fantastic. Those are some lucky kids. I like your style. So, the paint itself is acrylic. And so when you're working with acrylic paint, the best thing about acrylic paint is acrylic paint will dry incredibly fast. And that was one of the issues that we ran into this morning actually. So I was trying to paint, and before I managed to get it all on the canvas, our Robert the Runner paint palette was already caking over because of the amount of wind and heat. So that's when I went to hide under that shelter and got eaten by mosquitoes instead. So, huge thanks to everyone who joined in on that live. Had an entertaining time. My name is Paul. Good to meet you, Paul. I recognise your profile picture. You were here this morning. You were part of the debacle that was the morning stream. And I appreciate you to no end. I would have gone with the zapper. Look, I could have gone with a lot of things. The point is, I didn't. And my life was harder due to a lack of organisation. Every single part of those, every Mozzie bite I got, all 5 of them were deserved. Pardon me, I was thinking that, Paul. Down the wrong ear pipe. There are 2 Pauls here now. There we go. Imagine all the people. I'm sorry, you Paul, but we'll always have the original Paul. Yeah, I managed through it. I did. Put on a brave face. I was concentrating so hard on the painting and like ignoring mosquito bites that I actually forgot all about the second iced coffee, which was shocking on my part because that was actually the better one out of the 2. So that's on me. Guys, I got some shocking news too. You know, when I ran away from the stream for about 2 minutes to go make an iced coffee, and I came back with the iced coffee, I didn't drink it. When the stream finished, I hadn't touched it, and I threw it away. It's on me. So I made you guys wait for an iced coffee that I didn't even drink. So I was just feeling bad about that and thought I should confess. Let's have a look here. Right. So I've swapped off those reds now, guys. They're very, very poppy, so I've got to be very careful with not adding too much. I've swapped onto some medium greys. I'm going to splice into a little bit of black. And then we're just going to use that to realise some of the areas that may have gone a little bit neglected over the course of it. There we go. Especially in the background, guys, around the edges of the canvas. You can call me Paul V2, since there's two Pauls. I like how on board with that you are. This painting's your favourite, Julia? This is, I've got a soft spot for this painting too, and partly because the guy who's going to own it, Matt, first off, he loves these horses. He posts about them all the time on his Instagram, and so it's a real pleasure actually painting it and seeing constant photos of the horses popping up on his feed. So that's fun. And plus, he's done Shelby a huge favour by taking those horses. So that's pretty wholesome. Taking one of those horses, Wilson. Hi from Amsterdam. Welcome from Amsterdam. How are you doing? How are you? Welcome to a little random stream by Kiwi Gentleman. Me, Kiwi Boy. Thanks for the iced coffee. I've actually got a hot one here, but I wish it was a cold one. I've been really, really liking my cold iced coffees at the moment. Really enjoying them. And guys, if you haven't joined the stream before, please, 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 if you paint or if you do anything, hydrate. It's funny, when you get too into something, this is the one thing you forget. Don't forget to hydrate. It's so important. Sometimes you'll be painting and you'll be thinking, I'm not feeling this. And then you'll think back and be like, well, I haven't had water for a long time. Drink your water. Hi from Michigan. I like your state. You've got a cool state. Sound like Donkey from Shrek. I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder. Right. Righty, tighty, tighty. Wow, it's amazing, dude. Yes, I do. Horse edits. Welcome. Oh, passionate horse person. That's fantastic. So this painting here is actually already sold. It's a commission. And there's been a few other people reach out for horse paintings, so there's definitely going to be more on the way. The earliest we can do a painting for you, if you're interested in a painting, specifically a horse painting or any kind of painting, it's going to be late February at the earliest. So for commissions, we're full through January and we're full through early February, but I can fit you in for late February. And so if you want to get involved, you can get involved via the link in the bio. It's a little one-off link, and every link's inside that one. It's called a link tree. It's very funky. I set it up myself. I'm very proud of it. It's all animated and cute. So check that out. Horses are a big animal. Horses are huge. I really like horses. I like horses. I like bulls. I don't so much like big dogs. The biggest dog I like is a golden retriever. And if you were checking out my reels today, spent the day with one, which was really fun. I would actually come along and drop the ball in my paint kit. And so when I'd be painting, Barnaby, the name of the dog, would come back, drop the ball in the paint kit, and I had to throw it again before I could get more paint out. So I felt like we had a good little arrangement there. He understood the assignment. Alright, let's get up in here, just up here. We're still using these grey guys, and we're making sure when we're adding these strokes, they go on nice and wet. What does that mean? I'm not putting the paint on thin enough that the stroke goes dry. I want strong, wet strokes. And that way the paint's going to be thicker on the canvas. Now I'm going to come back after that and add some gloss medium on to the areas I want to have shinier, which will be the tree trunks themselves. But at the moment, we're just going to add that grey. Have you been to Michigan? Paul, I have been to Michigan. I loved it. Michigan was fantastic. My favourite state, Tennessee, Alabama, Wyoming, Utah, Maine. These are the states that got soft spots for. Miss 2.0, the painting. You should give it a shot. You should be sorted. You should be sorted. There we go. Just add that in there like that. Perfect. So now come on down here. There's a little bit more to add in here. Perfect. Wyoming is gorgeous, yeah. And I love Wyoming's coins as well. I love how every state in America has got their own coin to represent the state. I think that's really cool. Big fan, guys. Paul 2.0 here. Do you like painting people, scenery, or animals? Honestly, it depends on the shot. So I like working from a photo because I'm crazy, guys. I was saying this morning. If I don't have a photo, I just go all over the show. Paint goes everywhere, colours go everywhere, and there's no control to this absolute chaos. So I love to have a picture to serve as sort of like an anchor to lock me into a spot, so I don't go too wild. Now, provided I've got that anchor, the next thing to do is find a cool shot, usually asymmetrical. I love asymmetry in the picture, whether it be a landscape, whether it be a portrait, whether it be animals, as long as there's asymmetry. And it's going to sound funny, overexposed photograph usually paints really well. So asymmetry and overexposure, a little bit of extra contrast, maybe a bit of extra saturation. We can always add those into a photo, obviously, but those things really make for a cool thing to paint. Oh, we have plenty of queens. Yeah, I've been to Queens in New York. Really fun, actually. Huge fan. Hope I'm feeling better. Betty. Oh yeah. I am feeling incredible. We're through the peak of New Year's, which is fantastic. If you were around for that, man, I was struggling with some hay fever. And now we're just finishing off these paintings that need just a bit more love on them. This one's had so much love, but it wants more. It's a very needy painting. I'm just going to keep fleshing it out until it gets to where we want it to be. There we go. Love the colour spectrum. Thank you very much, Jim. Appreciate you. Guys, if you're new here, you've just jumped into the stream and you haven't seen me before, that's golden. You can find everything about me, all the links, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. It's all in the bio. So if you just click the Linktree link there, you get everything you need. It will give a 3D effect because this painting's actually incredibly thick. So when I say incredibly thick, I mean we've put liquid glass layers, like an epoxy, in between the paint. And what that's done is it means some layers actually have almost a few millimeters between each layer of paint, which thickens the whole thing, brings it out more, and gives it this almost shimmering 3D effect from certain angles. So that's fun. And yes, it's this place is called the Artist Collective. So it's up in Auckland, and there's a bunch of people who work in the same space, which is really fun. Well, that's the fun of it. In terms of focus, there's the horses in the foreground, but we're putting a lot of attention into the background, which means that your eyes can really dance over the image. It wants to go everywhere. And that's part of the fun. There we go. Still using the greys. Still building it out, stroke by stroke. There we go, just like there. Now, because this paint doesn't have gloss medium mixed through it, we are going to have to come back later and add gloss to the overall picture. And we'll go from there. I've never heard of anything like that in New York City, but that's pretty handy. Yeah, I think New York City has a bunch of office spaces though, like, how to describe them? Like where you rent a desk style things. But this is a really cool one because this is actually an art space purposefully for artists. And the coolest thing about that is if you're in a space, if you're new to art or if you're trying to get started with art, one of the most important things you can have in your personal journey is peers. So if you join a space that actually has other people doing like-minded work, you'll find that accelerates you, that's like a catalyst for you. If you can't do that, you can always reach out to me, and I'm very sorry if I take a little while to respond sometimes. I try and keep up, I swear. But otherwise, anyone local to you, you connect with and paint with, this is going to accelerate your process. And not just with painting, but any medium. Singing, dancing, there's a whole bunch. All these things that get better if you do it in a group. Does it have any cost? Yes, yes indeed. So you pay for it, you rent space, just like anything else. Just like renting a little office space, essentially. Have you met Bob Ross? I've never met Bob Ross. I think Bob Ross is no longer with us. Sorry to put that negative spin on things. Is he still with us? You can take all the time. Oh, thanks guys, I appreciate that. I've had the song from Instagram, Golden Retriever, stuck in my head all day. It's a great song, great song. I made another reel on TikTok, but they didn't have the same song in the same way, so I just swapped the song. I like the song, but not as much as Golden Retriever, so there we go. Cool, cool. Hey, thank you so much, Paul. I really appreciate that. Aboriginal is actually one of the only works I've got that's not in commission right now. It's not an Australian Aboriginal though. Australians, I'm sorry, not to get it twisted. It's an Indian Aboriginal. Golden Retriever, Golden Retriever, you believer, anything you need. So I've learned to try and refrain. 2 chinking glasses, appreciate you. Picking songs is sometimes so tricky sometimes. Yeah, especially if you're painting, not just for reels, but if you're painting and you're trying to pick the mood that you want to set while you're painting to get into your own little vibe. Sometimes it can be a challenge to choose what sort of vibe you're after. Oh, speaking of, so there's a million vibes you can have. If you like a bit of grunge, a bit of country, a bit of like a ish funk, but more like grungy vibe, Is grunge the right word? Probably not. I've got some playlists on Spotify. They may help you, they may not. It's all in the bio. So if you click the little link tree, the last link in the link tree is my Spotify account. And you may hate the music. That's okay. That's okay. But I just put it there in case anyone's in a bit of a rut and are sick of their current playlist and everything, that they might want to branch out, because that playlist has helped me for well over a year now. I don't use it that often now because I like to keep its potency up because it's such a good playlist that I like to return to it when I need it. So that's where I'm at with that. But that's in the link tree in the bio. Now, where are we at with this painting? Yeah, we're in some cool places here, guys. This painting is coming together, stroke by stroke. I'm just going to keep working on that background. Try and refrain from touching the horses now. They've come along enough. We need to put our focus on making sure the edges of the painting have the same level of energy and attention that we gave in the middle of the painting. Subconsciously or outwardly, I've tried to focus on the edges, but subconsciously you can't help it. You have to pull back to the center and keep working through this part that's right in front of you. When actually, these edges, they need just as much love, if not more. Those edges, the edges of the artwork, after someone's looked at the middle or the focal point of the work, the detail on the edges, when their eyes start to stray, is going to be what engages them and brings them back to the middle. If there's not the detail on the edges, that is going to be like a little meteor leaving the solar system, enjoying the middle of it, and then off to the next piece of art. Do detail in the background to re-engage people. Good backgrounds, guys. That's what we're all about here. Sorry if I missed a few comments there. Yes, I do live in Auckland. I moved up 2 months ago and I'm loving it. You've got incredible beaches here. You've got incredible facilities, restaurants, coffee. I've been enjoying the friends up here. I've got a best friend with a 1-year-old baby who I've been loving. I took him to the zoo about 2 days ago and it was amazing. Cutest baby you'd ever meet. Cutest baby. I know everyone says that, but cutest baby. I'm going. All right, Paul. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. You know that. You're a champion. And I will see you on the next one. So probably tomorrow, and hopefully I'll do some emails in the morning. We'll fire off some emails and some messages, and I'll probably be going live around 9 to 10ish. And depending what the weather's doing and how confident I'm feeling on the Wi-Fi, will depend on whether we try and send it in a random location or whether we go studio or garden. These are the questions. Thank you very much, Veronica. You're an absolute champion. And Kim, I'm lucky to have you here. Like I say, guys, I haven't said it so far this stream, but I do say it, that it's a real pleasure to be able to be here and paint with you guys, and it's so cool to be able to connect with so many people all over the planet in one place, which is really funky. Every time this guy's on my FYP comments, I'm sorry, Kelsey. We need a few more moderators. We'll get there.
Oh my god. No.
There we go. I'm going to keep adding the tans in. There's a little bit of grey through them and see where it takes us.
Oh.
Thanks, Pink. Thanks, Pink Prosecutor. I appreciate you. Here we go. Here we go.
Did you like them?
Just a little bit. Big effect.
Yeah, no, you like
Just a little bit through
it's
here.
in more time.
This fast sand comes together really nicely. We'll probably neglect the top just a little bit. So we keep dabbling up there and see where that can take us.
You see that, that kid?
Shake that up
Oh,
there.
that Jamaican kid?
A little bit up there.
Oh.
Keep building out the top. Probably, I need to get into some turquoise and just capture some of the moss that's dangling down and see where that goes. That's more different paints. Thanks, guys. Now, I told you at the start, so I'm not sure who remembers, I do have to dash, and I'll be dashing in about 30 minutes to go back and back to the flat. But until then, you've got me. And if you want to connect more, you can leave on the link in the bio, and you'll find all the replays on YouTube, and you'll find Instagram and all the rest of it there. Whatever works best for you. Or just hang out here, that's fine. Paul, of course it was great seeing you again. Look after yourself. Have a good night, GM. I just assume GM means good night, but I am sorry if it does not. That was an assumption. There we go. Now, I've added just a little bit of yellow into our grey paint. I'm just going to add that into the canopy a little bit. Just to a few of the trees. See where that takes us. Here we go.
Oh, that was good.
Good. What? Keep fleshing that out. Cheryl and T. Hello, T.
How's the new best compared to the others?
Again, I think we lost you there for a little bit, T. Good to have you back. T, I am loving where the dog's currently sitting. I think we're doing some incredible work there. It's currently down in the Corona studio in the Bay of Plenty, Todai. So I've got the horse painting and the island landscape and Robert the Runner up here in Auckland. And I've got our Hungarian Whistler. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And two other paintings down there in Todai. And we're sort of tag teaming backwards and forwards. Sort of making sure we don't get too invested in one to the point that we actually start straining and choking the detail we're putting on it. We want to keep it mixed up. But they're going in some cool directions. Didn't you paint early today? Jay's story, I did. So we were in the garden with the mosquitoes, with the boiling hot sun. But now we're outside of that, which is fantastic. Currently we're using acrylic paints. So I've seen a little bit of green actually. Want to continue? Let's have a look see here. Here we go. Just a little bit of green. So we're using acrylic paints, but this isn't a canvas. This is a board. So if canvas is a bit pricey, maybe you're just doing art as a hobby, if you're looking to cut some costs or lower some costs, a great way to do that is with masonite. Now, masonite's not MDF, it's an oil tempered hardboard. And the reason it's better than MDF is it won't actually suck up moisture as badly as as MDF will. So if you're after hardboard, oil treated hardboard, masonite, whatever they call it where you are locally, the best way to get your hands on it is go to the local DIY shop, ask them where the MDF is, and then you find the darker pieces of wood close to the MDF. That's usually the masonite. It's really cheap and very, very good to paint on. So encourage it. In this case, I'm using masonite because I wanted a much more flattered piece rather than a thicker canvas. Canvas, usually when you paint on, it's about 35 to 45 mil. Masonite is clean 9, so it's a much more flatter piece. Being able to put so many coats on it too, of the liquid glass warps the canvas, whereas with the masonite, makes a flat layer on top. So there's a couple of reasons to draw masonite for this one. Yeah, so we're painting in nice clothes, guys. You don't have to do it, it's just my style. The reason I like to paint in nice clothes is because the paintings are so messy, it's great to try and make sure that we keep the mess contained to the work. Straight from the tube to the canvas. Wait, tube to plate to canvas. Or in this case, board. It's 630 compared, that's correct. There's a couple of people from New Zealand, and they share a time zone. So they'll be having dinner. Cheryl's making some chicken tenders, chips, and nuggies, I think, if I remember correctly. Tea, you won't be far away from dinner. Right, I'm going to splice the green with a little bit of black. We want to colour with just a bit more chill. There we go. Green tinted grey, guys. That's what we're working with. And chuck a bit more green through it. I only know soft pastels. Hey, soft pastels are fantastic. There was I've talked about it before, but there was a girl I went to art school with who worked exclusively in pastels, and she made the most incredible pictures. It was realism, but it had this loose, free feeling to it. Yeah, the sort of things that were a real pleasure to look at. And of course you can. So if you'd like a commission, at the moment January's full up, and we are for the first part of February. But you can reach out via the link in my bio, and at the top of that, so it's a link tree, click that, top of it's the commissions, and then there'll be Instagram, and music playlists, and all sorts of things under that. But that's the best place to start the conversation. So, get in touch, and we can get started on something for you mid-February. Thanks, Richard. We have daylight savings. Yeah, we do. I haven't kept up to date on that, but we do have daylight savings coming. Right. Here we go. Oh no, those two spats were there before, but yes, they are from previous mistakes, so it's all the same, isn't it? I did not know that, that's cool. Move them one to hopefully go for gold.
I've ran out of hay fever.
Yeah. I'm just going to build out the knee of this horse a little bit. But like I say, I'm not acknowledging it as a knee.
Oh,
Just fleshing out the layers. There we go. Perfect. A little bit more attention around here, guys. A little bit of black, just a little bit of green. Just gonna slash it down through here. Where we know it goes. And a little bit down through here. Perfect. Perfect. Oregon, 9:40 p.m. That must be the day before or the day after. I'm not sure which one. Hi, Russ. Yes. So at the moment, there's only 2 or 3 works available, but it's just best to order a commission at the moment because I'm tied up with those. So the best time to get one is mid-February. We're booked out up till then, but if you jump on my bio, there'll be a link in there, and you can start the conversation with exactly what you're after. And we can sort you out. So, long story short, link in the bio. Everything you need. Just finished abstract art myself, Tree of Life, inspired. I like that. I like that. I've never done a picture of the Tree of Life before, but I like that you did. How many paintings do you make per day? 4. I average, jeepers, now you're testing me. I'm trying to get my ratio up to about 2.5 a week. But at the moment I'm averaging about 1 a week. So we need to be twice as fast. And we'll get there. We'll get there. Thanks, property specialist. Yeah. Greetings from Germany. Welcome. I was in Germany about 3 months ago and I loved it. In Munich, doing Beer Fest. Me and Shelby went over and love your food, love the sausage, love the beer. Beer Fest with the big tankards, right up my alley. Me and Shelby had an absolute ball. So thank you very much for having us. We were very lucky. Do I fly airliners? Yes, indeed. I think we were flying Qantas. But I forget. Time flies, guys. Any pointers on painting? I just recently started for a hobby. And you're from USA. What's KY, guys? Is that KY? Help me out. Connecticut? No. Hello from Texas. Probably. To answer your question, why? Slope, Kentucky, of course it is. I deserve a slap for that. I'm very sorry. So advice for painting, getting started, is find a way to really enjoy what you're doing. You're going to have a busy life, guys. If you're just starting painting, maybe you'll have a family, maybe you'll have a job, maybe you'll have commitments with friends, all sorts of things come into your life. If painting is something that fills your cup up rather than empties it, such that it rejuvenates you rather than drains you, painting can be something that you'll find time for. But if you're already giving your energy to your family, to your job and to other things, painting won't rejuvenate you, it'll exhaust you. So the biggest responsibility you've got, if you're just getting into it, whether it's music, whether it's with friends, however you go about it, whether it's with your kids, find a way to love it and use that to be like a little thing that you do maybe once a week, maybe a couple of times a week to recharge you. That's a good process. I bet they would. Kentucky's a cool place. I can't believe I didn't know. Kentucky Fried Chicken, what's wrong with me? That's so big in New Zealand. Definitely enjoying for you doing as creative. Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. I've said it once, guys. I'll say it again. If you are wanting to connect more, everything you need is in my bio. It's all in the one link. Everything you want. There's Instagram, YouTube. There's a page to ask about commissions. There is my Spotify. All the things. Everything you could want. I'm good, thank you, Timothy. Here we go. I know it's boring, guys, but we're still on greys. Can't help myself. There's a lot of greys to actually spot in this picture. I'm actually going to move. I'm going to bring you with me here a bit, guys, because I'm going to move to the side of this painting a little bit. Up here in this back corner for a wee bit. Here we go. There's not a whole lot up here. We want to capture a wee bit. Here we go. Now, one of the things we're trying to capture here too, guys, with this grey, is there's a lot of bark. I'm not going to capture all of it, but we are just going to slightly acknowledge that it's there. I wish I... yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. More grey. And now, because I'm tired of the monotony of the grey, we've grabbed orange, we're going to mix it in with some white. What colour is this? Just tan. Nice tan colour. We're going to notice some more of that bark. Tiny little streaks. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit through here. Just see where it takes us. Yeah, so there should be one through here, and the other one almost abstracts it, but it's hanging out here. I've tried to make sure the horse legs don't get their own individual attention. They want to match almost the trees, so you'll find a little bit of similarity between the way these horse legs are constructed and the way the tree trunks work. And part of that's because we're not going to value this little piece more than this part of the background. It's all going to come through equally. Ooh, you made it, JMS. Welcome. Welcome. Now, I was feeling very guilty, JMS, because I told you I was going to be back at 3, and I was not. I ran myself far too late. But I didn't want to start without you on your painting. Although, now that we've got ourselves a little bit later, I'm not sure if I've got a chance to pull it out, because I've got a dash in about 20 to 30 minutes. But we'll see. We will see, JMS. Thanks. I can't pronounce that name, but thank you very much. Appreciate you. I'd be afraid I'd get paint on those nice... Yeah, it's a risk, Jacob. That is a risk. But it's a risk I'm willing to run. Plus, if you've been here before, you'll know that this whole ensemble is actually from op shops. Just pop in every now and again, have a scout, see if some clothes fit. Slowly find a piece here and a piece there to put together a wardrobe. As a lady cooking tenders for no, 2 glasses chinking. I'm talking about Cheryl. Cheryl's cooking tenders and chips for her children. I wish I was a part of it, but no, it's got nothing to do with me. I was just talking about just how jealous I was of the whole ordeal. And no, I don't. I can't read that name. Jay? I don't, because it's so much more fun to try and capture something else, to be a part of something else. At least I think so. No. Chantel. Chantel. This one here's a commission. So this one has an owner. Once this is finished, this is going to West Auckland. One of the things that's going to happen to finish it is it needs to get a frame around it because it is a board. So it'll need a nice 20 centimetre, which is about 8 inches, 8.5 inches, frame around the outside. Quite a thick one because the picture's quite intense with its brush strokes, so it needs a frame that says chill out. Now, once this one goes, there is another horse painting on the way, but if you want your own horse painting, you're going to have to reach out via the link in the bio, because I haven't got any right now that don't already have owners. Welcome. Thanks, Cheryl. Appreciate you. How's the chicken tenders and chips going? We're all dying to know. You're welcome, Chantel. Now, once this one's finished as well, I'll upload some shots of it to Instagram from a front-on position, because you've only really had the side so far, so we'll get you all of it from there. But if you want something similar, especially Chantel, if you've got your own horses, we can absolutely have this level of fun again. So reach out to me and we can make it happen. If you're wondering too, guys, these ship anywhere, so most of it actually goes to the States. There's one we're doing at the moment. There was the wedding photo that we shipped, fantastic, and there was the one of we're doing the one of the dog, and there's the 3 children. Those are the only 3 that are staying in New Zealand. Every other one of them, this is ironic, none are going to Europe at the moment. Every other one we're working on is heading off to the States. So what we do is these fantastic boxes that the work going, because since it's going on a long transit journey, it needs proper protecting. So it comes in a cardboard box. It sounds like it's not that strong, a strong cardboard box, and it's got polystyrene and Velcro, and it's all protected inside it. There's actually 2 TikToks and 2 Instagram reels on what those boxes look like. I thought I'd better show you guys rather than just me yarning about it. But they're what make the artwork get to the States safe and sound. So handy dandy boxes. Hello BD, welcome. Cheers, guys. I wish. We're just putting the final pieces onto this painting now. On the very edges themselves, I will sand these down so it's flat, and then the frame that goes onto it, it won't be a floating frame, because the actual board's flat. It will actually bite just over the board. So we're going to lose about 0.5 centimetre around the entire work, which is good, because when the paintbrush hits the edges, it almost goes a little bit funny. So we'll have that little bit of an overbite the whole way around it, and But I'm holding fire, because just in case the board isn't perfectly square, I'll take the work and drop it off to the framer to do the perfect job of it. That's the plan. He knows what he's making. He's just waiting on the picture. Here we go. Couldn't help it, guys. I'm back on the greens. Let's see where that takes us. Here we go. Now, I do want to hang around, but Shelby doesn't have a friend that she wants me to meet. So I don't want to be rude. I better make it. Busy paint supplies. Typically, guys, when it comes to paint supplies, a really, really good place to get them from is your local art store. Because it's absolutely fantastic having a bricks and mortar place close to you that you can buy art supplies. But if you can't afford them from your local art store, there's two other good places: online, or you can buy them at, for me, it's Warehouse Stationery. Wait for Warehouse Stationery to have a sale. I think the same goes for Kmart or whatever your local one is in your country. But for me, thanks for a Garland headpiece, DLN. You're an absolute champion. So I'll typically shop at a local art store, and then when I see a sale on a Warehouse Stationery, maybe 3 for 2 or anything like that, then I'll buy up big on that one. But anything I need immediately, down for local. Paintbrushes, they're a mixed bag. I've got $3 paintbrushes and $50 paintbrushes. At the moment, because we're doing acrylic, we're using some better paintbrushes. Jacobs, you're absolutely amazing. You're all amazing, but really appreciate it, guys. Victoria, not much. Does the painting look much different? Jeepers, with a whole collection here. I might have to tell. We've got moderators everywhere. We got Cheryl, we got Victoria, we got T, we've got no Shelby, we've got no Lucy. But we've got a good collection. Hello from Chicago. Jaden, I love Chicago. You are known for an amazing steak restaurants. I go there, or I used to go there with work once a year for the restaurant show that happens at the big event centre around May, I forget. But it was so much fun. I loved it. Rarotonga, welcome. Good to have you here. You've got the most amazing little tuna over there. You guys make the best mushroom sauce in Rarotonga. And the reason it's the best is because the mushroom sauce they have over there, they use coconut cream, or at least the one that I had used coconut cream instead of regular cream. And I love that. It was so rich, so good. I haven't checked. Did you message me? Not yet, JMS, not yet. I got caught up. I will message you. So I left you hanging there. So I will message you. And it's in regards to the frame. I was going to get into the studio, have a look at it. And but basically, I'm not sure if you were around for a while still talking about it, but I was thinking of white frame. So this one's quite intense with its colour palette, quite intense with the amount of brush strokes it's got. So this was going to have a white frame on it. So I was thinking white frame too for your one. But I'll message you about it and send you some shots of it and see what you think. We've still got more layers to put on your one. but the feel is coming along, and so I like to give my framer a little bit of warning to what he might be making. And at the moment, that's looking like not a gloss white frame, although, I mean, it can be whatever we want it to be, whatever you want it to be. I'm thinking more like a satin, so not completely matte, not completely gloss, somewhere in the middle. Victoria didn't miss much. He didn't miss much, it was just him slapping on some coats. Fair enough. But yeah, we did make some good ground on the runner one. So the runner one's going to, or actually I lied, they weren't all going to America. The runner one's going to Brisbane. So in Brisbane, there's a guy who owns a clinic, and he wanted a picture of a famous role model of his who's Robert, and I forget, Robert D something, Castello or something. And so, like I was saying, it's a genre piece, sort of putting detail into all of it to try and create a feeling rather than focusing just on the portrait of Robert. We want to create the feeling, the vibrancy, the energy he had while he was trying to win a race. That's part of the fun. That's part of the fun. And now we're adding in some dull lime greens. I'm just fleshing out some of these mossy colours, dabbling around in the background. Thanks, Victoria. Appreciate you. That's the goal. That's the goal. It's an interesting picture actually, because both the horses are stationary, and because they're crossing over, we've got to be very careful to make sure we actually paint what we see, and not try and make two horses actually jump off the page. Because if you did a volume check, when I say that I mean the amount of percentage that's actually horse in the picture versus background, horses are less than 50%. They're probably more like 30% of the overall picture. So our attention and our energy to build up vibrancy and intensity has to go into the background. And that is what we're up to. And I'm so sorry guys, if you've been here since the start, back in, when we started, when was that? We started this one last year. And you're getting sick of seeing two horses? Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. But I really like this one. I want to really make it something special. It's coming along. Alright guys, another 15 minutes. And then I'm going to need a dash. If you do want to hang out and see more content and connect more, the link is in the bio for everything you want. So that is what you'd be after. And then, with a bit of luck guys, you land these strokes in the right place, which isn't always the case, there's always a luck factor to it. Hopefully, we can send this painting somewhere special tomorrow, so I can drop it off at the framers. I really want to see it with a wide frame. Stand back for a moment. So a little corner down here that's a wee bit neglected. I'll bring you over to it. Okay. Just coming down here in the very corner. Need to work down here a little bit, make sure we keep it nice. Even amount of attention attention over the whole picture. Oh my god, move the camera, I feel it. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, I just want to get some more attention down this corner here, because I tend to work more at this side, and this side gets just a wee bit neglected. So I just want to capture just a few more little things over here. So there's a nice even coat going into tomorrow. Because tomorrow is going to be wild. It's going to be a bit of luck. And again, it'll be luck. We'll get to tick off all three. If we tick off all three tomorrow, I'll be a happy boy. But I don't think we'll get that lucky. It's like rolling a 20-sided dice. We might hit a 20. I think it's more likely we'll get one or two of them done tomorrow. And I'm excited to see which one that'll be. I've got a good feeling on the horse one and the Robert the Runner, but the painting that's going to JMS, I think I'm going to put more. I just get a feeling that once I start on that one, it's going to be a little bit. I'm just going to feel some passion, like I'm going to want to take it further, you know. But like I say, I've had it sitting in the corner of the studio for a while, and honestly, I just love it the way it is. So I'm slowly getting the confidence to think, do I want to add more to it? Because the answer might be no. It still might be no yet. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. That lime green color is cute. Yeah, I like it. I like it. In the picture, it's more of an Arctic blue, but I like the lime green. It's the same tone, but a different hue. Now, here we go. Okay, up here in this top corner now, giving it some love, not neglecting it, building it out. Here we go. Coming down here in this bottom corner, this is a classic area that I've been ignoring. We'll get there. Just a little bit of black through here. There we go. Perfect. Never mind. Yeah, I got a little bit there, which is a real pity, but look, it is what it is. Yeah, this piece here, it's nuts. There's a lot going on, and part of the fun of it is if you're sitting down close to it, two horses aren't going to leap off the page at you. You're just going to see a bunch of wild strokes doing wild things. And then if you stand well back from it, you'll be able to make out these trees, these horses, this whole scene that's in there. So the disparity between what you see up close to what you see far away is part of the fun of this kind of piece. Is this pre-recorded? How dare you? Of course it's not. But I do need some more paint. So 1 second. We're going to go for some magenta now, guys. Oh, magenta. Little bit of magenta. And then some extra white. Oh, that's the colour. Now we're talking. And now some white and black. A little bit of white. Here we go. I'm coming back, I swear. Here we go. That one, that one. So it's not it's magenta, more of a burnt red, but that's okay. Gonna mix it in with a little bit of black. Give us like it's like a Mars black, so it's not perfect black. It's a good black. There we go. Add it in here. Go. Perfect. This is just straight acrylic at the moment, guys, but like I was saying, there's a little bit of gloss medium mixed into the paint, and so because of that, it's going to dry with a slight sheen to it. We want that. That's what we're after. And if we don't think it's enough, we can always come back at a later date and just add just raw heavy gel gloss to the picture to build out certain areas with more texture, more colour, more whatever. Here we go. Perfect. I'll just move you back a little bit. There we go. Right, let's have a look see here. Now I've got all the colours I need. Just going to keep working with this and mixing this around. There we go. Sorry guys, I'm probably leaking out of it. There we go. Portugal, welcome. Welcome from Portugal. Cheers, guys. Now, I'm pushing the boat out, guys, but I'm going to have to run off soon. But I will be back tomorrow, and I'll be back maybe later on tonight. I doubt it though. Here we go. A little bit up here. Here we go. Cheers, guys. So this is a painting of two horses. It's heading off to West Auckland when it's finished. And its owner is a man named Matt. So it's pretty fun. I'm glad I caught the live for a bit. I'll be talking to you soon, I'm sure. You will be, James. You absolutely will be. JMS is the first individual to order a landscape painting that gets streamed. So we've done landscape paintings, they haven't been streamed. This one's the first one that gets done on the channel, which I find pretty special. That's pretty fun. You've heard me say it before, guys. I'm gonna say it again. You want to connect more? Everything's in the bio. It's all in the one link. You click that and that'll take you through to Instagram, YouTube, commission pages, everything you need. So that is a good, reliable link. Thanks, JMS. Yeah, I'm very lucky that but I've run into so many incredible people just painting live on TikTok. It's pretty fortunate. So they do sell. These ones aren't for sale, and everything you see on YouTube. So if you, this one here, and then with a link on the bio, all the links on YouTube, all those ones aren't for sale. They're all commissions, so they're all gone. But that doesn't mean you can't have what you want. If you go into the commissions link, you can just order one of your own. And honestly, you could buy a painting, but it's pretty special getting something that actually, a photo that's meaningful to you, maybe family members, pets, landscapes, something made like that. Now, there's no availability until mid-February, late February-ish, but still, get in touch and we can work out a plan. I don't sell prints at the moment, and I know there's a couple of people who've been asking for them. Now, since I don't have prints available, I can give you a JPEG, so you can print your own print, because it's unfair that I don't. I'm so sorry. So, in the name of making a picture available for you, tell me which one you're interested in, and I'll just send you the JPEG. But, and I'll do that up until I get prints ready. I think that's fair. I really want to commission a painting of a new house being built, but I'll wait a bit till it's done. I like that. Like a house in construction. I can get on board with that. That'd be quite cool, actually. Because you'd have a lovely 4x2 and all the wood and whatnot, and with the sky. I like that. That's what I'm imagining anyway. Sort of weatherboard house in construction. Need to suss the vibe and see what will look amazing. Thanks, 2 glasses, Chinkin. Appreciate you. Also, 2 glasses. If you just want to email me and send me through a bunch of shots that you've got, I can give you some. I mean, when my house is finished, I went, oh, nice, yeah. I thought you wanted a picture of the house being made, which I was cool on. I thought that sounded like fun. Yeah, absolutely. If you are going to ask for a commission, guys, more is better. So when I say more is better, I mean send through all the images you've got. If it's a family portrait, if it's a pet portrait, if it's a landscape, like with JMS, he sent through maybe, I think it was 5, 10, 15 images, and we selected the one that was the perfect fit. So it's not always the one you think either. Just send them all through, and it may be, wow, these are all perfect. Wow, that one's perfect. Or, do you have some more? So, yeah, but more is always better. Grape, of course we can. Use the link in the bio, and if that's exactly what you're after, that's what you'll get. The accent, that's a New Zealand accent, which is fun. But, guys, 7:19, I've got to dash or I'm going to be in trouble. So, there's more I want to do. There's more I want to do here, but if I don't go back and see Shelby, I'm going to get in huge trouble because she's got a friend that she's invited over that she wants me to meet, and if I don't meet her, so I'm already running a little bit late, but I was having fun. So, yes, but a long time ago. So we'll be back tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening, depending on what the weather and Wi-Fi are doing. It could be anywhere, so part of the surprise. Guys, now that I'm disappearing, you can get some more, jump on the link in the bio, follow me anywhere you like, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheryl, good luck with the chicken tenders and the chips. Victoria, pleasure to have you here. JMS, you're an absolute champion. And everyone else, much love. wherever you guys are in the world. Have a great day or a great night, and I will see you next time. All the best, guys. Bye.